Alright, so article by Detroit Sports Nation that the Lions should try to go get Jadeveon Clowney. He was famous for that tackle he made on Michigan running back a few years ago in the bowl game when South Carolina played Michigan. And the narrative on Clowney, before I even get to that point, somebody in the comment section are thinking, oh, he's injury prone. The first year he was, but he's played 14, he played 16 and 15 games his last three. 15 last year, 16 before, 14 before that. He's never eclipsed more than 10 sacks, but I think it may be a reason for that. But as Motor City Sports Talk in the building, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Appreciate the love, support. And the reason probably he didn't get those sacks because he's in that 3-4 defense. He not primarily just rushing every time. He's dropping in coverage and doing other things in that defense. Over there in Houston and in Detroit, I think they may use him like Kennard, but I think primarily he should have his hand in his dirt. But you know what? Just like Russell Westbrook and just like any other guy that's available, Detroit sports teams, they don't do stuff like this. They don't go out and get guys. They just don't do it, right? They don't draft them, and if we draft them, they come here and we fuck their career up. They quit on the team or they retire, and then they have a sour relationship with the organization. Then they come back. We don't ever go out there, even when it's a guy that's high risk, high reward, or low risk, high reward. We take chances on guys. We take chances on guys that 100% just are done. Like Derrick Rose, he's done. He's not no fucking MVP no more. We take chances on guys like that. And this is not nowhere in the Detroit sports handbook. It's not MO. But hypothetically, if you don't expect to bring Darius Slay in, or you don't expect to pay Darius Slay, ideally, maybe you say we'll pay Clowney, and we trade you Slay for Clowney. Maybe a pick in there, one going back each way. But then we have to agree to deal with Clowney at first, and then they would have to agree with a deal with Slay, which would be probably much cheaper than Clowney. All right, but I think Clowney could thrive in this defense. But over the years in New England, they didn't have superstars. You know what I'm saying? They had Richard Seymour, got rid of him. Got Chandler Jones, got rid of him. Matt Patricia believes he is the Bill Belichick, the second coming. Excuse me. He believes he's that second coming. He can just plug in any player and play. Trey Flowers, he not as talented as Clowney, but he fits what New England want. He fit a guy that's going to line up, do his job. He going to play his gap. He not going to do nothing flamboyant. He just does his job. And if Jadeveon Clowney even smelled like a New England Patriot player, then maybe they would go get him. But he has never crossed paths with that organization, I don't believe. Therefore, if Bill Belichick don't want him, Patricia and Bob Quinn don't want him. But this is how you get superstars to Detroit when they're available. Jalen Ramsey not happy. Jadeveon Clowney not happy. Nobody's knocking the door. You got some cap space to play with. You got guys that's not happy like Snacks and Slay. You probably don't want to play either one of them this year. And that's probably in your favor because next year may be a lockout. Especially with them talking about adding 18 games and it's a 16-player limit. NFL owners are stupid. You can see how the NBA is about to become the most popular sport, especially after Kawhi Leonard broke up the AAU unification in basketball. You can see the NFL downfall. You can notice it. You can notice the pendulum just starting to just swing a little slower, and NBA catching up. But this is not Detroit MO. We don't do this. If Jadeveon Clowney was 30-something years old and he was broken down and we get him at a discounted price, then yeah. If he Tracy McGrady Derek Coleman, Eldon Campbell, Allen Iverson, Nazi Muhammad. If he's somebody like those guys, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, we'll take a chance on him. If you got like Golden Tate, who came to Detroit because it was a wide receiver rich class that year. It was Mike Williams, it was Sammy Watkins, Odell Beckham Jr., all in that class, and some. Jarvis Landry was in that class. Then we signed Golden Tate, pass up, we take Ebron, but then pass up Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry. Detroit is always going to be that place, even when it's an opportunity to bring a good or great talent in. We're not going to do it. It's no point in talking about how Clowney would fit and what position he would play. Would he play a full-time defensive end on the other side of Trey Flowers? Would he take over Devin Kennard role? No. One of the driving forces in bringing Bob Quinn to Detroit. You know what the driving force was? You know what the reason why when Martha Ford put the application in or asked the NFL to assist her with the job search to replace Martin Mayhew and Tom LeWine. You know what was the common denominator? What she seen between Bob Quinn and the New England Patriot organization and her? She wanted to be cheap. She didn't want to spend money. She wanted a cheap general manager that can make it work, and that's Bob Quinn. You got to get the hope out of there. If the Lions win, it's gonna be off the strength of Bob Quinn drafting guys he like. So Jadeveon Clowney don't fit our MO. Even if we the only team in the league that want him, and people say, "Oh, he injury prone, he this and that," and you forget the Lions took a guy with 7,000 ACL surgeries and knee surgeries, Ryan Bros. They took a guy that was a mental health case in the second round as well, Titus Young. You can just go on and on. They took a guy who had 1,000 concussions before he even made it to the NFL, job at best. And they're going to try to tell you, oh, Clowney's in. No, he's played 15 last year, 16 year before, and 14 before that. But it's not what Detroit do. They're not trying to play no premium athlete that's in his prime. They're not trying to do that. They're not trying to play the guys they got now, Snacks or Darius Slay. Rightfully so. They got 2 years left on their contract. You got to honor that, because then you can't really sit out all this year, and then next year you miss out because of the lockout. But yeah, Clowney, I expect to reach a contract extension by Monday. So, if I'm the Lions, I do try to, especially if I don't expect to pay Darius Slay. Snacks, I'm not worried about him. He ain't getting no money nowhere else for real. His big ass gonna have to show up. But if you really don't, or you can just trade in the middle round pick and pick him up, but they won't do it. This is the Ford's MO. CHEAP. Cheap. They cheap. They don't take no chances. They don't take no risks. No nothing. And people thought, oh, Westbrook. No, it's the whole Detroit franchise. They cheap. You go down there every Sunday. A lot of you guys, you spend your money with the Lions, and you invested so much money. The Pistons had like 8-10 seasons of sellouts when Chauncey, Rip, and Ben, and Tayshaun, and Sheed, and them was there. Even before that, Bobby Sura and Corliss Williams, Mehmet Okur, before they made the Sheed trade. You go out there, spend your money with the Lions and the Pistons, and drive out there to Auburn Hills for them years, and they can't even reward you with even trying to make an effort to try to bring someone of that caliber when they're available here, because they're too cheap. Because they know you're gonna come, they'll make the money regardless. You're gonna come and watch anyway. It's a direct slap in your face. But in my opinion, yeah, I take a chance on Jadeveon Clowney. I don't know if I'm giving him no record-breaking contract, but I wasn't giving the homeboy I just mentioned his name, they signed from New England, Trey Flowers. He ain't that good. He ain't no $100 million good, but somebody gonna be, oh, you hating. Like, it is what it is, though. Motor City Sports Talk. Somebody asked me to speak on this, so I did a video request, but I'll link the article in the description if you want to read it. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video question, want to check out the channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV. is the name. Keep sharing the videos. Love to hear your rebuttals in the comment section. One time for the one time. Mercy Sports.